Virginia Tech, and we're joined now by David Johnson, and we'll take questions for David. Want to drop a note in the chat or text me? We'll go with Shannon and then to Michael.
Hey, David, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I think one thing that's really curious about something that you guys do is that you aim for 3 charges every game with the ultimate goal of having 81 taken for the season. For you, what is the art of taking a charge? How do you do it effectively without, possibly getting it, done wrong and then it be a blocking call?
That's something we've really put an emphasis on this entire preseason. We know that we're a young, inexperienced team, and plays like that can fuel the team and save us from some defensive breakdowns as well, and it has.
But how do you know, when to do it? What is it, just instinctual that you see the space, you see someone charging at you, and you know that that's a good time for you to play it up?
I feel like once we've started interpreting that into our practice, it just becomes just like you would make any move with the ball in your hand. It's just instincts. If someone's driving, they might look like they're out of control. Get your feet set, and you have to follow the same direction that they're going.
And sorry, one last follow-up, but when you were in high school, how many charges did you take? Is it something that you did regularly?
I don't know if I took a charge in high school.
All right, we'll go to Michael.
Hey, David. Michael McCammon from Cardinal Authority. You've had some big scoring moments in the last few games, and Coach Mack has contributed to that, to obviously the play of Carleek and having more than one playmaker. As you continue to develop, as Carleek continues to develop, how have you seen some of the younger guys progress as far as becoming more involved as well? We saw that a little bit at Boston College, but from your perspective, how have you seen some of these freshmen I guess progress as joining those that can make big buckets for you guys?
I think their confidence is really starting to pick up. I don't really see them as freshmen. They're just a part of the team. So if they make a mistake, I don't really see it as them because they're a freshman. It's just a mistake. So they get criticized or handled just as anyone else would.
As a quick follow-up, do you see their confidence rising with each game?
Yes, I see it during the games, during practice, more vocal off the court. So I think that's a huge push to our team.
We'll go to Jody and then to Kent.
Hey, David. Jody Demling with Cardinal Authority. Speaking of confidence, Coach was talking Saturday about your confidence with your shot, the three-point shot. Go back. Did you make any mechanical changes to your shot, or is it just a matter of that you're getting a little, maybe more open looks and feeling more confident with it this year?
I think it took me a little bit to get back into where I was. I mean, I had a shoulder injury, so I wasn't really, my mechanics were kind of off. Some people in the program, they've helped me get back to where I was. And then after I got back to how I wanted to, it was just me shooting the ball with confidence and having Carleek off the ball, me playing off the ball and having him put me in the right spots to where I could shoot it is just a huge advantage.
To Kent.
Yeah, David, to kind of play off that a little bit, when you're shooting it well from the outside, and in most games you're going to have a size advantage over the person that's guarding you and your ability to get in the lane. How much stress does that put on a defense when you can do both well in the given game?
I know personally myself, playing against a player that can shoot it well and drive it, it's a pretty tough guard, so it puts pressure on the entire defense, and you're always on your toes for the entire game.
We'll go to Matt and then to Russ.
David, this is Matt McGavick with Sports Illustrated. This year, you've got nearly 3 times as many made three-pointers as you did last year in just a third of the games. Was making three-pointers at the level that you are making now something you place an emphasis on in the offseason, or if that something that's just been naturally transpired because of the mechanics you worked on?
I think I've been a decent shooter all my life. It was just my confidence. I didn't really shoot that many threes last year, and I didn't really make them. But this year I knew that having the ball in my hands that I would have to shoot it. Last year I had guys that could shoot the ball from anywhere they wanted.
To Russ.
Yeah, Dave, Virginia Tech takes 43% of their shots from three-point range. What does that mean defensively for you guys?
We're going to have to get up and pressure the ball and play really good help defense. You know that they're a really good team and that they shoot the ball well from three. And they also have some really good shooters.
Shannon?
Hey, David, Shannon Russell again from the Courier-Journal. We've talked a lot about your offense this year, but in terms of defense, how much satisfaction do you get out of making a big defensive play or being a guy that really did his job on defense in a game when often offense is the thing that people look at?
I may be able to speak for some others on the team or just basketball players in general, but after a good defensive possession where you play good defense or got to stop, that can really fuel you to go down the other end and really confident on offense. So I like to get started on defense early and get a feel for it and then just pick my spots and just play the game the right way.
Any final questions for David? Okay, David, thanks for joining us.